Hey, how's that? That fix it? That do it? Did that do it? I hate this thing. It's always it's controller and then fucking this stupid thing just decides, nah, we don't need to work properly. Let me just make sure OBS is working properly. Oops. Das ist hübsch nicht. Nicht so gut. Hello. Swallowed your mic like the dino and What? Bro, I was watching some cursed shit yesterday. And, have you guys ever seen the movie Brothers Grimm as Heath Ledger and Matt Damon? And I was watching some clips with that film. And, man, that's a wild-ass fucking movie. There's a scene where a small child gets swallowed by a horse, and then the horse runs away. Then there's another scene where a mud creature steals a child's face, and the parents are trying to protect the kid, and this mud creature follows the kid slowly and like gets the kid's eyes so he can see him, finds a way to where the kid is while all the parents and shit are protecting him, throws their hands out, grabs the kid, basically pulls him into the mud, and then turns into a gingerbread man with the kid's voice and says, "I'm delicious," and then runs away while the parents are trying to catch him and throws itself down a well. I was like, what the fuck is this movie? That I was like, what am I watching right now? Anyways, maybe, honestly, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, like lately, YouTube's been just offering me a bunch of horror clips, and I don't know. There's a lot of like older movies with some fun practical effects. So I've been probably murdering my algorithm with most of those because it continues to suggest them. So that's fun. But real quickly, welcome George, welcome Neko, welcome in Arthy, welcome Connie, welcome Frip Frop, welcome Mr. Snaky. I'm not eating scrolls. And welcome Joy. No way lost when you. I know, dude. I know. I'll let them down, man. I feel really bad about it. I'm actually mad. No, Neko, you missed it. My character, it was an accidental joke in my character in D&D, which we just started again. Highly recommend, if you're curious, to check out Connie's YouTube. We were given a scroll, and my character decided to. I said he puts it away. I can't remember exactly how it came about, but it was implied that my character consumed it, and like when needed, would regurgitate it. So I guess that's just a thing he does now. But I feel you, Joy. I am going to say I am very sad. Pretty much all the teams that I liked were out pretty quickly. Broke my heart. Norway was one of the teams I was rooting for, and now it's Spain, England, France, and Argentina. And I had hopes on France of the four, and then they were like the first team out of the four. So I'm like, you know what? I know I think it's over now, but I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. This World Cup's over to me. It's dead. So I'm very sad. But I will say this. Rooting for Spain, honestly, I'm surprised they won against France. Fair. I will say this. I think the good teams that did a really good job in the cup. There were some teams that shined, like, really well. And I think they all deserve kudos, and I think they'll get them. When they go home, I think a lot of their people will be very proud of the work that they put in. And I think it's more than well earned. Because I think about teams like Canada, I think about teams like Norway, I think about teams like Belgium, which almost went right to the finals. You know, I think a lot of these teams did great work. And I will say, all of this, including the fact that, maybe this is a controversial take, but some goddamn brutal refereeing this cup. Like, it's never, like, amazing, but this is some of the worst I've seen in years. So, I think the teams did a very good with what they... Well, I mean, you think so, Neko, but some people... You know, it can be a heated topic in much the same way as talking religion can be sometimes. But, I digress. Originally I was kind of humming and hawing about streaming. George was going to stream. Another guy I highly recommend checking out the channel for. He is currently streaming XCOM, and he would love... Or XCOM 2, I should say. And he's been making all of his chatters in the game, and it's been a very fun watch. It's been very fun to be able to catch. I haven't caught very many. I think there was 2 because I was sick a couple of days that I was able to catch, and it's been a riot. I will say that much. There's been some good jokes and some great moments. He was going to stream today, but we had a rolling of the dice and decided, you know what? Let the dice decide our fates. And so now I'm streaming again. So that's good. Great. And I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. To Mabiotic Factor with a few friends. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a little chaotic. I think it's going to be fun, though. It's a good game. But we're not here to talk about Mabiotic Factor right now, per se. We're here to talk about Granblue Fantasy, Endless, Ragnarok, Budokai Tenkaichi, Budokai 7, Ninja Storm, Ultimate Ninja, Pirate Warriors 3. So I did a bit of work. I've done a lot of work, but nothing that's going to impact the pacing of the stream per se. We're still going to continue the story as normal, but I will show you guys. I have done a lot. I acquired a bunch of the new characters. There's 2 I've left alone because apparently they're story important. So I'm not going to grab them yet, even though I have the cards I need. I was able to get some new characters. I'm not going to really pay too much attention to these 2 for you guys because it's kind of spoilers. Because you guys have already seen them if you're here last time. But we've got... all of my characters are now 100 with the exception of Beatrix and this one. There's so many things I need to tinker with all of these guys, but it's gonna be a minute. So here's what we're gonna do. My nose. First things first. Okay, so we do know that Eugen is the wide choice for the crew. We're gonna, It is an honor. 19, hey? I don't want to pull out Yodarha because he is a badass, but I kind of feel like I'm cheating if I'm using him. You know what? We'll use Sophon. Why not? Because he's a goon. He's funny. Not a goon in the sexual sense, by the way. I am kind of sad that that term's been, like, taken away for, like, making fun of a character. I need to post the really good memes. There's a great meme. So back when Sofon got added to the game, people were ripping on how smug he looks as like a character, and I guess it's true. Like he's a really arrogant dude who thinks he's like cooler than all that not bag of chips, but he's kind of dumb. But he's playful. Like he's a good guy. He's not gonna be like, I'm better than you. He's kind of gonna be like, well, maybe when you get stronger, you'll be as strong as I am. Kind of shit. And there's some great memes where they took his face. One of my favorites is they took his face and they photoshopped it onto a small art of a hamster that is pulled from this game, and it's like a smiling full grin face, and it's a hamster. They took his face. If you guys are familiar with the show The Mentalist, the main character kind of looks a little bit like him. So they took his face. They gave the Mentalist his hair. What else? There's a few other ones. It'll take me a while to dig up these memes, but I highly recommend. Well, I guess I can recommend it, but you may not find it. You're definitely looking into Sofon memes. Honest to God, this game is like really popular for its niche, and there's so many good inside jokes. Like in the same way, communities like Warframe make a lot of jokes about the characters in Warframe, or I'm Final Fantasy 14 about Final Fantasy 14. There's a lot of that in this community too, and some of them have me dying. The official Discord for the game has a dedicated channel to basically learning to play and ask for tips about each character, because they all play so very differently from one another. And it's great when you go to like some channels, everybody's talking really technically, and then you'll go to like, I don't know, Vasaraga's channel, and everybody's just making grunting sounds. And then you'll go to like, I don't know, Narmaya's channel, and there'll be a bunch of people talking about how attractive she looks, and then people talking about moves that she uses, and then you'll go to Galanza's channel, and it's just people saying in all caps Galanza. Like they're not doing anything. They're just saying like, to get good with him, you have to yell his name, and the louder you yell it, the stronger you are. It is a wild community, and I'm a big fan of it. But anyways, I digress. The big question is for y'all. I'm gonna keep Beatrix with us. I think maybe I'm gonna take Magliel for now. When these two get to level cap, actually no, I'm gonna drop her because she's kind of a spoiler character, and technically she shouldn't be with us yet. So the question to you, my dear chatters, is who do we replace her with? I'll cycle through who we've got again. Obviously, we have Eugen with us. Beatrix is in one of the spots. We have the captain himself. We have Catalina. We have Arachem, a gunboy. Io, the mage. Rosetta, the Rose Queen. Charlotta of the Lumial Order, paladin. Gondagoza, big fist punchy man. Fairy, the undead ghost befriender, I guess, with a whip. You have Narmaya, who is a swordsmaster, and there's nothing else to say about her, and the community does not get weird, I promise. Totally swear, sources trust. Lancelot, Vayne, Percival, and Siegfried are all members of Arthi. I don't, not in the traditional sense, I don't think. I think some characters just get goonered over. I mean, full disclosure, definitely Narmaya is one of them. I don't know if I mean, I should say there's more than just these characters that get gooned over, but I feel like, for lack of, not to say it's weird to goon, but I feel like the game hasn't gotten weird enough, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to say maybe not. I'm inclined to say maybe not. But I mean, outside of reading the channels and stuff where, like I kind of mentioned earlier, I've never really like fully experienced the community. So that is not something I can really give you a proper answer for. From what I've heard, there's definitely a case of both. Like, I would say 50-50 for sure. I agree with you, Joy. I think Yodara is an absolute fucking badass. You know what? Narmaya is a decent swordsman, but I will say you don't operate. This man, this little person, this little tiny guy, was so good at fighting with swords, he gave it up to do something else, and then crushed that too. That's how good this guy is at life. We all wish we could win as hard as fucking little Yoda man here. That's all I'm saying. But I digress. So there's those four. Cagliostro, who's like your typical 800-year-old. I don't really understand her story. It's like an old lady or old guy, I can't remember, who created a young girl to look like youthful out of clay, and then basically implanted their soul into it. That's their story. So I don't know. It feels a little uncomfortable personally, but to each their own. I guess. We have Yodara, of course, my boy, my best boy. We have Zeta and Vasaraga, which are basically members of a bounty hunting group that have weapons that are sentient and punch people. Actually, so is Eustace, and so is Beatrix from earlier. And then we have Twayan, who's one of the group called the Eternals. They're like the strongest fucking people out there, possibly strongest in like the universe. And then we have Sandalphon, who's an angel, an archangel, is really, really, really fucking powerful. And that's all the characters we had. You saw nobody else after that. Do you guys have a suggestion? Or preference, I guess, Santa? I think he does too, honestly. They added him pretty much right around the time I started to get burnt out. So my interaction with him, because he is in a couple of side missions, my interactions with him have been kind of limited. I know he's supposed to be really strong. That's kind of it. It's not much else I can really say. But that's kind of how it be. So that's that. Let me just check my trophies real quick. Okay, nothing new. All right, so we're going to continue the story. Can I have a second? I just have to do what I did last time and try to remember how to start the story, because I don't remember. Wait. Does Santa run or fly if he's out? He runs typically. The wings, so you can actually see him right now. His wings typically are tucked away. I've always got your back. So he looks like a standard dude. He does have them. Like it's like your typical fantasy where it's like he has the wings but he hides them until he goes like proper badass, or he just decides to show people he's an angel kind of thing. Need some muscle, huh? He wears look, man, you're gonna judge him. You're gonna judge him for wearing and you know what? He looks good in them. Okay, Connie. He looks good in them. Look at how cool he looks. I know, dude. It's so nice. Yeah, he got proper legs. I feel like you don't see shit like that very much in these kind of games. Not the heels, but like even how thin his legs are. Okay, so switch my so far. All right, I have 14 character. Really? I did not know that. Lucilius. Oh god, I'm not doing that right now. Ow. Okay, now I need to figure out. Stop looking at a skirt. You're almost convinced Dorothy this isn't a Goomer kid. He didn't have a skirt. It's a fucking. It's like a back, capey thing. Okay, I know Okay, I'm gonna try and retrace what I did last time to find it. Yeah, it's a back capey thing. A mantle. Okay. I know. This Roland's bit. Oh wait. Is it in here? Lyria's journal? Main story. No, that's just the videos. I don't want to do that. Drinking chalky drink out of a soda can? Is that good, Neko? I don't know how I feel about that. We shall overcome. I wonder. Oh, there's some great stickers. They sell chalky milk and soda cans here. Is it real chocolate milk though?
What's this?
Huh. Okay. Hey, if it's real, I'm down with that. I can get down with that. Wait a minute. Oh. I might have to Google it again. I'm not gonna spend a shitload of time trying to find it if I can't right away. Chocomel. I'm not familiar with the name. Interesting. Do you have it? Chapter select. Yeah. Okay. I believe we just started this chapter. Right? Pilgrims of Avia. Yeah, because we beat this guy, Hurricane. Okay, cool. You know what? We can use this as a marker, can't we? We can. Okay. I guess we can't use it yet. So we met them here. And then I think we got to here. Because it was the nightmare that he had. You must play as Gran. I hate you, bro. You're going to make me play as Gran? Okay, well, I got to switch. No, I don't have to switch to him yet, actually. God damn it. Yeah, I'm ready to start the fucking chapter. Okay. So we did see this. So I will skip this. He had a dream. Yes. And he's losing connection with Lyria because they share their life. What if I can't protect her? Well, I'm just gonna burn through this because we do know. Never mind me. Wherever you go. Whoa. Okay, so Roland's coming with this because he did he did a pose and some light came off him and they're like, oh man, you can handle it yourself. It's the most awkward way to show that he's strong. They fixed the Grand Cipher. Alright, let's get a move on. I think this is actually where I ended. Right after this scene. Bam, bam, bam. Yes. And he seems to know someone by the name of Lilith that he's mad at, that it's implied is on the other side. Fun fact. Actually, no, not yet. Very cool armor, bro.
Let's go.
That's intimidating. I'll have to remember that stance when I use a sword. Skies forever blue.
Poor Catalina. Lyria's kidnapping has hit her extra hard. We'll save her, no matter what.
Of course. I don't care how strong they are. We're not giving up.
Yeah, dude. We stand together.
Look, Lyria's grown so much since she met you. Almost every night, she would come and tell me about her day and all the new things she experienced with you and the crew.
That's the reverse Freerin angle, because if you remember, the Freerin angle is you're looking down, you're down looking up. This is you're up looking down, right?
And each time
That's what they call it. They call it. It's the cleavage angle, exactly.
together. I won't let it end. He promised Lyria that we'd see the world. That
When
we'd
you're 6
see
foot tall,
all that
looking at
is
someone
good.
that's 5'11". Yeah, that's
So
pretty
I
accurate.
swear, we'll get her back.
She's taller than Gran, yes.
As a
Ah,
crew.
you know what? I'm gonna stand beside her. She is. She's a little bit taller.
Don't give up.
You know what? Oh my god, they almost look like the same person, just with hair swapped. If you pan the camera like here. I'm actually shocked. Yeah, I thought he was a little taller. I'm kind of surprised. Dragon POV. Yeah, true.
I hope Eugen's not beating himself up too much.
Actually, yeah, I think that's just an art style. I mean, I don't think this guy's literally... Well, maybe he is. Eugen, are you wearing heels? Can I fucking look, please? I mean, it's lifted at the back. Are those heels? Does that count? Let's see what he's up to.
Hey, Captain. Can you ever forgive me?
For what?
For what?
Sorry, but I gotta apologize. See, I had a bad feeling the second I saw that red ship.
Just an augmented shirt king? Maybe. Maybe, Fripp.
When you've been through as much as
Oh, they're out there, Fripp. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I like this. So,
Still ignored the warning bells.
so Eugen thinks that he saw the red ship, and then he was like, I didn't say or do anything because we knew there was trouble. And it's like, motherfucker, you don't need to have a sixth sense to be like, that ship's a problem. And guess what? There's nothing you can say or do within the 15 seconds of that ship appearing that you're going to be able to get away from it. It's not happening.
Well, I ain't giving up on Lyria. I'm bringing her home. And nothing's
Screen's pretty tall, and the Demon Lord Man Boy or whatever some he is. There is actually a lot of like big characters in this. I was gonna say thick boy, but there's only a couple. All right, we talked to these two. I think the others are all out here.
Rosetta lost in thought. I wonder what she's thinking.
What are you thinking, Rosetta?
Tell me, Captain, how are you feeling today?
Fuck. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm not bad. How about you? Just a little hungry, though.
Pretty good, actually.
Ah, I see. I like that confidence.
I feel like he
Thankfully,
doesn't feel
looks
that
like
good,
you've
but...
healed up just fine. But we can't wait around any longer. Our princess awaits her rescue.
It's pretty small. I would be one of the tiny Kremlin. I could see it in Echo. I could see you ripping around with a staff that you smack people with. It's not even you'd have magic, but you wouldn't use it like a magic weapon. You just hit people with it. But we can't. Princess is waiting her
Going
best.
to work out.
Yes, violence is important.
Despite it all, Io seems determined.
Y'all love what you'll see.
Captain,
I do really appreciate the hair color that she's got, because it starts off blonde and then it goes full on rainbow colors. It's kind of cool. Yeah, this is, you know what? This is, for all intents and purposes, this is alternate color palette Neko, but to see, Io uses like magic. Neko just hits people with that stick on her back. This is like palette swap Neko.
Say, you remember the promise I made with Lyria? I was gonna ask Rosetta to teach us how to put on makeup. I wonder if Lyria's crying right now. It must be scary being alone. I can't stand it. We have to save her.
She angry. Actually, you know what? Oh, I can't mess with the party right now, can I? Come on, man. No, I can only change weapon skins right now. I want to just see what her other armor colors are. No, you can't have a second. Stop asking.
Take off the second we say go.
Uses 47 more husbandos to show us, so you're gonna have to. Excuse me. I don't think they're going. Oh, do anything to her. Doesn't matter, man. I'm not gonna be a fool and say, nah, she'll be fine.
Great. She's the ray of sunshine on our crew. Good thing we know where that red is going. Grand Cypher will hunt it down in no time. But once we catch him, those punks are gonna pay for what they did.
I like Raccoon. Raccoon don't put up with shit.
But they can't fly from the Grand Cypher. Not while I'm helmsman.
Hell yeah, dude.
We promised to meet up with Fix-It Dude. Let's head for the dock.
I mean, today was really. Yeah, that's fair, Neko. It's here now too. Like the rain is gone. We've had, I think on Friday it was 34, and like so far this weekend, I think back till I want to say Wednesday, it's been hovering in the 30s, 29s up to 31, and then yesterday was the hottest. So it's spreading. It's definitely spreading. 47 lightning round EPs. Yeah, I've been young. See, I'm actually on my second energy drink, so I'm like, I'm concerned I'm going to crash. I'm gonna put it no more than 2 hours in from now. Probably won't go that late. Shut up, Fern. Enough. But yeah, anyway, he is, yeah. And Rackham does have sick hair. I'm impressed. Go down here, it's still humid. Yeah, and that shit clings to the air when it's humid. EP2. We should all nap together. Just take it easy. Just chill.
Are you all ready for takeoff?
Don't want me in the room though. I snore very loudly from what I hear. Prepped and ready.
Prepped and ready.
Let's do it, Mr. Roland.
Excellent. Then let's cast off.
Better open the tiger. Fright, lasagna.
The deck looks good as new.
Sleep next to a lawnmower. That's. Are you referring to your cat, Connie? Because that is absolutely hilarious.
What in blue blazes is this?
Uh-oh. Rackham's upset. Doesn't Twitch have a category that's called I'm Just Sleeping? I think they do have a sleeping category. If they don't, I have definitely heard of / being aware of streams where people sleep on stream. It is literally called I'm Only Sleeping. That's weird. I don't know why they wouldn't just call it sleeping, but whatever. What in blue?
Like what you see? It's the latest in ether cannon technology.
You could, Connie. It will pay for anything.
You did this? That thing looks like a recipe for disaster.
Uh-oh.
You bet it is. See, a merchant I know's been asking me to test it out. This flagship model employs ethereal mechanics to increase range, accuracy, velocity.
Never took Roland for a weapons maniac.
Yeah, that makes sense, Neko. There's lots of, like, not subathons, but, like, 24-hour streams and shit like that. Which, I don't know. Would you guys do that? Like, I know you two are both streamers. Would you guys do a 24-hour? I feel like I wouldn't. That's too long. And I need to take too many breaks. Excuse me. And I've got... My ADD is way too powerful for me to even consider it. Sometime in the future, nah. Yeah, see... If it's worth... That's fair. That's fair. Like, I say... I feel like if there were enough people here to the point where I was making enough money, like hypothetically, if I was making enough money through Twitch or something, I might consider it more. Like maybe take a day off of like my actual work just for that. But I feel like you'd need a lot of people. You'd need to make a decent chunk of change. You'd have to have people who were here. And I think one of the most important things about those streams is you need to have people engaged. Like, I'm blessed because, you know, I'm able to shoot the shit and talk to you guys. But I feel like you'd have to have that to survive in a stream that long. Because think about it. Imagine you've been streaming for, let's say, 15 hours. And people are starting to peter out. Like, maybe they're still watching, or maybe they're lurking or whatever. But then you have, you know, nobody's really saying much. And you start getting quiet, right? Because you're getting tired. It's 15 hours. You're already, like, starting to get worn out. And then nobody's really talking to you anymore. Eventually, I guarantee you, most people, they'd fall into the trap. They'd stop talking. And then guess what? You're only on hour 15 out of 24 hours. There's still 10 to go. Like, imagine, you know, I feel like that would be such a mental drain.
How was the life link?
And I mean, then it's not entertaining for the people who are coming to chat and watch, because you're not really saying anything. That's a wild thing to say. After all of this, after being like, yeah, you know, we're gonna do this. And then she's like, oh yeah, how's your lifelink? I don't feel great about it, dude. That's crazy. You'd never drop that bomb.
Yeah, I think so too. So basically...
But yeah, I don't think that I would do a 24-hour stream just because I like how it's like casual. I like hanging out with you guys in, like, you know, for a couple hours, once, maybe twice a week kind of thing. But, you know, just I get to show you game and then move on. It's like 24 hours is a long time. And I'm sure you guys would get sick of me for, you know, an extended period of time. And understandably so.
A healthy captain means a healthy Lyria. Isn't that right?
Is that what that means?
Mm-hmm.
They just know the science behind how this works? Despite... Okay. Sure. Who am I to question it? Yeah, she dies, like... Absolutely, Neko. It's crazy.
They called her a shaman. I doubt they're out to harm her.
No, but that could change.
They're yanking my chain. That's incredible.
Uh-oh. You want him over?
See? I had the exact same reaction.
Gosh, you guys are such dorks.
I take back what I said. These ether cannons are pure magic.
It seems Roland has quite the silver tongue.
Very good. Resisting the urge to say holy shit every time I that,
Tanya Island.
you know what? You don't have to resist the urge here, Neko. It's okay. You're in a safe space. With people who obviously feel the same to some degree.
Our target is obvious flagship.
Alright, we're going to Lasagna Island.
Let's go rescue Lyria.
What? Ameritat?
Hey, fix it, dude. Who died and made you captain?
That's Roland to you.
We're all good friends. Anime! Okay. The win answers. Okay. Quit chapter. Yeah.
Feel that?
Wait, no. Can I change people now?
Get us there in no time.
No. No.
Church of Avia, claiming Lyria was some kind of shaman of salvation, had ripped her away from us. We had no idea what they were after, much less what they had in store for Zega Grande.
Zaka Grande.
The most we could speculate, there had to be a connection between Avia's appearance and incidents with Bahamut and Furican.
Furican.
At the very least, Roland had an idea of where they were taking Lyria. Lotanya Island.
Wozetta. She's a lady.
Ha! Got eyes on him. Good luck trying to outrun the Grand.
Yeah, of course it's not cool. There's like you're talking like you clipped stuff of the stream. You can post them in chat. You should be able to. And then if you want, you can put them in the Discord too, in the clips and quotes channel as well. Yeah, I know. I fucking. Sometimes when anime tropes happen, it reminds me of this one video. It's called. Oh my god. It's kind of old now. Whoa, that's a trip. These guys have cool armor.
Anything for salvation.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, hang on. We're gonna return to previous checkpoint because I want to see if I can change my character. Yeah, I can't remember. It's like, what if video games were actually real or something? It's an old channel now. What the hell?
For salvation.
And one of the, like, basically they have rules for each one. And one of the chapters is like talking about how Pokemon is basically cockfighting. And the main character of each of them gets into a duel with the Pokemon trainer, and they're like acting normally, and then the Pokemon are like beating the hell out of each other, and then he's making comments about how it's like, this is sick, I can't believe you're okay with all this, and his opponent's like, that's the way we do things around here. Anime, crazy backgrounds, and he's like, he just says anime tropes and they occur behind him, and it made me laugh so fucking hard.
Hello there.
Chapter select. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Battle of Lutania. Ultimate. Right arm. Okay, now we're prepped. Because I don't want to play Captain. He's boring.
Awesome.
Oh, we are not sitting through all this again. Sup, dude? There's a lot of prep that I just keep forgetting to do in this game, and I apologize, you guys. Because I keep thinking I'm ready, and then I realize there's some other detail that I haven't changed. Ooh, you know what? Hang on. Yes. We're gonna take Galonza's stuff. Because I'm not playing him right now. Attack parties. Link together, yes. Or elemental, yes. I already have potent greens. I don't need that. Auto revive, yes. Attack power plus, yes. Health V. I love health V. Okay, I think that's good enough. Oh wait. No. Okay. Okay, now we're actually gonna play the game, guys.
Feel that? The wind's on our side. The Grand
Yeah.
Cipher should get us there in
Yeah. Okay, let me punch. I'm ready.
Church of Avia.
Great. Yeah, the church. Let's get him. It's a good story, but you know, you start to realize it's like, oh my god. It's been this how long since the previous checkpoint? Okay, we did catch this.
anything for salvation.
Alright, time for cool airship battle.
Whoa, hold up! Just whose airship do you think you're boarding?
Reinforcements from the right.
Man, it's so relentless. Hold them off! You're tough! Troops, form up!
Boom! Look at how cool his sword is, man.
No, wait. Listen.
Well, that's not fair.
We knew they
Oh
were
shit.
But why does a church have this much firepower?
Shoot the red things?
Shooting at us.
Oh boy, at this rate, we'll be blown to pieces.
Ow!
The ether cannons are our only hope. Use them to return fire.
On guard! Can we? Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Too late. They're already here.
Buddy boy, that was a mistake on your part.
I don't understand. Why is this church acting so aggressively?
Because they're mean. They're mean people.
Okay, so you're looking for the gun batteries.
Yeah, we know. We'll get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna stop these guys. Cat and mouse. Yeah, they're very mean.
One gun battery down.
Boom! Get wrecked, idiot! Oh shit!
That ship's about to fall like a stone.
Back to the rail. It's time to scram.
Abandoned ship! All units to your designated lifeboats!
Oh, oh my god.
Looks like we're all accounted for.
Sick.
My poor heart.
That's impossible. Who are these people?
Who are these people? We're you, but better.
There, behind us.
Alarm! Uh-oh.
We got incoming.
Oh, I know who this is.
With their anchors.
Oh, not yet.
About clinging.
Oh,
Still can't use the cannons either. But we can't stand here gawking.
buddy.
These chains will rip the Grand Cipher in half if we don't do something.
Then we'll have to destroy them. Come on, everyone.
They actually destroyed one.
We lost the tactical anchor. Requesting backup from
The
ship.
tactical anchor.
Damn, they're tough. Operation failed. I repeat, operation has failed.
Fantastic
Very
work,
relentless.
everyone. That was exceptional.
How's the ship? Can she still fly?
Sure can. I wish I had a ship as amazing as yours. Now, to put her to the test.
Oh shit!
Tear them apart.
Rotando.
We'll lose some visibility in there. Stay on your toes.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. Whoops. Whoa. Uh-oh.
I hate being popular.
Don't tell me. We flew right into an ambush.
Are you surprised? I'll be back later. Gotta run this. No problem, George. Have a safe trip. Hopefully you're back soon. Oh shit!
War and an all-out war. I should have brought a snack.
What? Okay. Bye, I guess. All right. Not good.
A ship without using cannons before. We'll just have to do it again.
This one won't
Yeah.
be easy, but it sure beats getting pumped full of holes.
It is what it is. Roland, bring us in.
Roger that. All hands, brace for impact.
Here we go. Oh, I can't move. Oh, it's going to that one. All right. Boom. Sup, motherfucker.
Destroy the regulator at the back, then make your escape.
Ooh.
The clock is against us. We must destroy the power regulator.
Mission to the tree.
You.
Fantastic, Embrask. Simply stunning.
Yep,
Intruders have come aboard! Stand for backup!
Good payback for Ship 6. Why haven't they been captured yet?
We were too strong.
Surprise! Have some death!
God damn. Santa's going off. Sandy.
All personnel must immediately follow evacuation procedures!
Got pissed off.
She's sinking. Now, hurry back to the Grand Cipher.
get off the ship!
Faster, you guys, faster.
What? Right? Yeah, Joy, he's got dope wings. They do really cool.
10 o'clock. Brace! Brace!
He's got 6 of them, and they're all different colors. And if I remember correctly, there's lore behind why each one's different. Because each one's like some sort of specific elementally power he's got.
Ship's going to drag us down with it if we can't pull away somehow.
Maybe he'll.
Any good ideas?
Oh my god, he does not want to sit still.
Actually, that might be our only
Okay.
option. Can you handle it?
It's as good as done. Besides, I don't feel like crashing today.
Screwed that up.
Cat and mouse. Hungo.
Oh,
Yikes! A swarm of bats.
cat and mouse.
Gun battery! Into the light!
All together. Fire up.
That's a cue to hightail
Hey.
to the Grand Cipher.
I guess I accidentally blew up the main thing. Oh, hell yes! I got my SBA already. That's sick. It's one of my favorite things in games like these. They have a really cool anime-esque ultimate move, and they always look dope. Whee! Oh my god.
You'll drop safely
Oops.
aboard the Grand Cipher.
Oh my, wasn't that thrilling?
See? This is why my hair's turning white.
What?
Now that's some frightening firepower. I'm glad you're on my team.
No problem, dude.
Say, those bozos weren't even a challenge.
All right, now to catch that ship. It's showtime, folks.
It's the boy! Commander Thickums.
Who am I? Call me Galanza, Alpha of the Silver Wolf Corps, and strongest in the land.
Bastard! Watch where you stick that thing!
Who cares about a dumb pile of wood?
Uh-oh.
You see, all that matters is the last man standing. At least give me a challenge.
Guess what?
Oh, you think you're the strongest in the world? I know a spearman who could give you a run for your money.
Diel mil espadas.
No one's ever made such short work of my unit before.
I want answers, and you're going to give them to me. Why did you kidnap Lyria?
Because I live to test my might against the strong. This is going to be fun.
That's a dumb excuse. Can't stand guys like him.
The anti-canon. Yeah, Neko, I was gonna tell you, all of Eugen's moves are in German. There's actually a couple of characters where they're all in German. Solfon's is in Spanish. I think Lancelot's is in French. It's kind of cool.
This is the most fun we've had in ages.
Your spear. It transformed.
We're through. Storming death. Over here.
Hell yeah, dude. Whoops.
Now it's time to party. Got you in my Hunger. Tear them apart.
Arribo. Get up, dude.
Those attacks are hard to avoid. Might be better to buckle down and guard.
Hi.
Just as I thought. You're not bad with that spear. But you don't hold a candle to eye. Fuck you.
Mangled.
Thrilling. How thrilling! If I am to fall in this duel, then it would have been a life well spent.
I'm glad to say that you've had quite
Uh-oh.
enough entertainment.
Another one. I haven't had a worthy fight in ages.
The guy from Freerun.
Really,
You missed it, Neko. I was talking about how Eugen has German moves.
If you're lying on the ground bereft of life, how will you explain yourself to Our Lady?
Yeah, I was telling you about it, but you weren't here.
I could use
I thought you were still here.
But as for you,
Whoa.
the next time we meet face to face, only one of us will walk away.
Why are you so mean, Connie?
Be glorious. Ah.
It's my toxic trait. Jesus Christ.
So that just happened.
That's an apt response.
That lady that was just here disappeared too.
She has quite the talent. Yet another foe to keep in mind. Roland, what of the red ship?
Don't you worry. I've got eyes on it. They're flying towards Mount Nazalith and... Whoa!
Old girl
model's taking too much damage. Hope she don't fall.
Damn it! Just gave her a tune-up too.
I was gonna say she just got fixed.
Let us down, Grand Cipher.
Cool. 98. Now I wonder. Not yet. So again, it's German. It's eye patch guy needs to breathe. Oh my god. I wonder. Hang on. So they are. Hang on. I'm gonna. Hang on. So I kind of, Arthi, I'm sorry. I didn't lie. I just know that there's some stuff that this game is very, it knows its audience, and I do know there might be some picks. See, this is because remember the game is gacha, and I do know that they release limited time basically costumes for some of these characters, and I do know that Eugen has his, and I posted it, so that's for you guys. But yeah, what I was saying was he does have he does have not him specifically. So well, he's got some German moves. His special is called Die Anti-Kanone. Some of the characters like Sofon, his moves are all in Spanish. I know there's a character or two that has French moves. A surprisingly large number of these characters have moves in German. I do know that. I don't really want to talk to anybody right now. Yeah, so they don't like they definitely have their fan servicey stuff. That to my understanding, most characters have a summer outfit. Also, there was a big request for getting costumes added to this game, and they'd never had that before, just color swaps. But the team, I think it was a week after Endless Ragnarok landed, the team basically said they know that that's something people want, so they're currently looking on how to add it. So it may happen. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the list. Chapter 5. Yeah, I believe last stream I said there's 9 chapters. I have been informed there's actually 11. So we're, I don't know, almost halfway. They're not super long until you get to like the last, I want to say 3 or 4, and then they get drawn out. There's a couple of admittedly cool but fairly long boss battles, and
Gotta be kidding me!
There's a freak blizzard out of nowhere.
not that.
Ain't gonna survive this storm.
A freak blizzard out of nowhere? There's only a giant snowy mountain cliff here. I don't know why you... Nah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna hug those cliffs. Ride's gonna get a little bumpy.
Very cold. Freaky blizzard. Welcome to Canada, folks. Yep, it exists as a giant island place as well. I would not survive. Come on, Connie.
This Skydom is nothing but trouble. It's like we're cursed or something.
Roland, a word, please.
Uh-oh.
I saw a light in the distance before the storm hit. It was like the one in Tempeal. If that light is what I think it is.
See, Rosetta's smart. Rosetta's like 15 steps ahead of everybody
That's
else.
right. It's where we'll find the island's altar. And Avia.
So they aim to drive another primal beast to insanity?
Be that as it may, Lyria is waiting for us. Now is not the time to speculate.
Look, I know we gotta go, but the ship's hurting. We won't get far without repairs. With a blizzard like this, all we can do is wait till it dies down.
Fuck that noise, dude.
I'll go on foot.
In this weather? Through a mountain? Do you know how dangerous it is?
174 seems. Oh my god, Neko, are you reading about him?
If
Uh-oh.
anything, it might be safer.
Yeah, what is that in feet, Neko? Feet and inches.
There's an old monastery nearby. I plan to meet a friend by the sanctum.
Really? That is actually a lot shorter than he looks. Tall enough for me. Okay, Connie. Like, nobody's 2 feet.
With her leading the way, you'll arrive at the altar come rain, sleet, or snow.
That's crazy, though. That is a lot shorter than I expected. He's tall enough. I'm as tall as the Chad that it... Right, Joy? That's crazy. You too, I'm 5'5", but everyone else must be tiny. No kidding.
Then she's our only chance. Come on!
The trails are infested with monsters. But after seeing your handiwork, I'm sure we have nothing to worry about.
Thanks, Roll.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Thing is, I can't leave the Grand Cipher unguarded.
Stay here.
Permit me to repair
Oh,
her
okay.
in your stead. She'll be ready to
There's
fly
also
in no
50
time.
years. He is shrinking. Yeah, does that make Eugen a short king? I feel like it doesn't. I feel like to be classified as a short king, you're like 5'5" or less. I think that's... There is a marker. You know what I mean?
Look,
Because 5'7's not that far from 6 feet, and 6 feet is like the average. And hates babies? That's fucking funny. I get it. They're just little poop machines, man.
Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm Mr. Fix-It, remember?
Yeah.
Repairs are my specialty.
I feel like Rackham, those cannons should probably have been... She's in your hands, dude. So I'm gonna tell you guys this, because this just occurred to me, because I forgot about this. The entirety of the first time I played through this game, I did not trust Roland, like, as a character. I was like, this guy's trouble. He's probably working for the bad guys, and this is a trick. He knew and I remember when we got to the spot, I was like, he knew that we were gonna land here, and it just so happens that he just so happens to have taken us to the correct location where the bad guys are, and it just so happens that there's another primal beast here. And I like the things that were occurring in the game had me convinced almost till the end game that he was a bad guy. And I guess a little bit of a spoiler, but I imagine a lot of you probably just are like, no, he's good. He's a good guy.
well, if Captain's on board with it.
You're such a crybaby, Rackham. You still can't leave the Grand Cipher's nest.
That's the kind of shit that I'm looking for, is I'm like,
Seriously, it ain't like that.
anytime a good guy that you don't know very well just happens to conveniently get you where you need to go and seems to do it consistently, it's like, how's the saying go? Once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern. That's what it is. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate that. Here's the thing. Joy. I can't guarantee that because there may be other reasons where I would get murdered. But I will tell you this: it's not for lack of believing the bad, or it's not because I believe the bad guy. I'll tell you that. But I appreciate those are kind words, Joey.
Trust you with the Grand Cipher?
On my honor, I'll do everything in my power to patch her up.
Okay, gang. Let's get going before we turn into popsicles.
Great.
Lyria needs us.
Scusi. Speaking of, this is completely off topic, and I've never really discussed this with most people. But I think some of you guys might know I have a huge passing interest in true crime and missing persons. And if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, hashtag not sponsored. No, if you guys are into that kind of thing and want to look up like really bizarre cases, highly encourage you to check out the case of Dennis Martin if you've never heard of it. It is fascinating. It's about a young boy who was out with his family. I forget the year off the top of my head. He was feet from his parents with several other kids. They were playing hide and seek. They decided that they were going to jump out and scare the parents who were on their way back. I think they were like 7 to 12 feet away from where Dennis was standing. And as they walked by, the kid was gone. And it's fascinating because... Oops, guys. It's fascinating because... So the kid went missing. They never found him. They managed to find, however, I think it was... I don't know if it was a bone or part of his clothes or something. That was, I think, 1.3 miles away. Now, this child was, I think, 7 or 8. He's not traveling that many miles. Or at 1.2 miles alone in the middle of a forest. Yeah, Joy. Dennis Martin is probably, arguably, one of the most famous missing 411 cases. I will say, with a bit of a caveat, to be aware, if you watch Wendigoon, I would also recommend you watch The Lore Lodge, because he's done many Aiden Mattis has done many videos on the fella who wrote the Missing 411's book, and his name is David Paulides. Allegedly, knock on wood, the man is a liar, and he doesn't do all of the research that he probably should do for some of it, as there's certain things that always seem to be missing, despite him being more than capable of having looked into some of that stuff. So he's not always truthful with certain details. However, a large majority of his cases, yeah, they, even with or without the information he's found, the Dennis Martin case is like truly bizarre. As a little add-on too, like, this was in a national forest, and while they were in the forest, there was, I think it ultimately ended up, there were 74 Green Berets that were training in that area, and they were doing their own search, and they couldn't find Dennis Martin either. And they weren't that far. They were actually quite close. So his is a really interesting case. Aaron Hedges is another very interesting case. An extremely well-trained hiker who is more than familiar with the area. Went hiking with several friends. It's a trail that they knew very well. So well, in fact, that they had multiple... what do they call that? Where they have little care packages, basically, along the path. He forgot his sleeping bag when they got to the first spot.
Although I bear no grudge
Oh, hang on.
against any of you. It would certainly behoove you to abandon your quest. I do beg your pardon.
Uh-oh. Ninjas! Rude. Tiny ninjas. A lot of them, too.
My lady, you were strictly ordered not to kill them.
They went toe-to-toe with Galanza and survived. This will merely slow them down a bit. But do keep a close eye on them.
Ma'am.
Watch them, my ninjas.
Now then, the mountain considers your party to be uninvited guests. One wonders if Mother Nature will forgive this intrusion.
What does that mean? Yeah, exactly, Nickel. We don't know what happened to the captain and the others.
I'm headed up to here with gravity.
Stop. Nobody move.
Oh, shit. What did she just say? She said, don't fucking move, and what did you do? Idiot. Same here in Echo. Jesus.
It looks hungry. You think its eye is bigger than its stomach?
Roller, copy? Those Avia jokesters intercepted us. Now we're at the bottom of some valley, fighting for our lives.
In this, yes, they are, Joy. They are actually well known. So, the way this universe works, they're not like super well known, but there are people who do know who they are. Like the character I'm playing, I should reiterate. So, sperm monster, Jesus Christ. It starts with like its own little separate story where the main character met blue hair lady and he went up against a giant empire. And that story is basically him fighting the empire for a long time or whatever. And they meet because there's actually two captains, a male and a female. They meet. Hang on. There we go. They fought against this big empire, which was really common across like a large number of skydoms. And their fight was kind of what put them on the map. People may not know like his name or whatever, but they're familiar with the crew of the Grand Cipher, or at least for the most part. However, the world is not like completely mapped. The entire case of their adventure is them trying to get to the end of the world. And each time they find like a new adventure somewhere. So where they are right now is called Zega Grande, and it's just implied to be somewhere along that journey. So it could be really not early, especially when you consider some of the characters that seem to know them. Like the character I'm playing basically ran across them here and was like, oh man, long time no see. But they keep it kind of open-ended because it's a gacha game, so it's easier for them to introduce characters that way. But they are very powerful. They're actually the captain himself, with Lyria's help, has bested my guy, who's considered one of the strongest that they've introduced in the series. So they are very, very, very strong. It's very Goku coded, I guess. And I mean, when you're making friends with like archangels and this guy, it's like, yeah, I suppose you know, strong allies and stuff. That's a cool ass skeleton. Yeah, no worries, Joy. I mean, for what it's worth, my we'll say knowledge of the lore is also relatively limited. But I wanted to look into it because I also wanted to understand, like, where does the captain fit into, like, the grand scheme of things. And my character and Sandy over there were not playable at the time when I was playing. So I didn't even have them as a metric to compare it to. I was like, oh, okay, they're really strong. But then they were like, oh, by the way, strongest fucking people across the known in-game universe. And they're just chill and they're friends with the captain. Oh, by the way, the captain's fought and basically won. And I'm like, what? They do, one of the things that I've learned that I admittedly think is kind of dope about the game is they have a lot of basically factions. Yeah, it just built like that indeed. So as I was saying, this guy is a member of the Eternals. There's a sub-faction called the Six Dragons. There's one called the Society. There's one... I think the Archangels that Sandy belongs to there's like 9 or 10 of them. So on and so forth. There's a lot of that, and I think it's kind of cool. There's the Zodiac. There's people that represent each astrological sign of the Zodiac. Obviously, not all of them are in the game. I mean, for the Society, for example, there's 12 members, I believe, and there's only 4 now in the game. 2 more with this latest DLC, making 4. Uh-oh. More eyeballs! More spermies!
With the blizzard picking up outside, we have no choice to protect them all.
Spermy wormies. Invading my space. Spermy wormies. It's a blizzard outside. Spermy wormy. Get the fuck out of here. I really like... One of the things I really appreciate about this game is some of the characters, if they were a different genre game, that'd be... Yeah, they would. They really would. That'd be fucking terrifying. One of the things I really like about this game is your party members will talk during a fight. Not always, but sometimes. And it doesn't really matter if you've got like a DLC character or what. They'll make little comments, and I think that's really cool. It adds a lot of like layers to the kind of like how Darktide does. It's like, oh, they get along, they know each other, they have personality. I like that shit. Yeah, see, exactly, Joy, exactly. Yeah, you want to talk Aura, Neko? This lady right here. She has, I'm gonna say it, she has one of the worst fucking names I've seen in a video game. It is, for me, personally, probably my biggest complaint about this game specifically. Historiath is not a name. It's not something you call a character. It isn't. There's no to... This isn't like, oh, you know, well, maybe they were going for this kind of thing. Absolutely unacceptable. It was a mistake. Yeah, Historia, exact. I was thinking the same fucking thing the first time I saw her, Neko. Like, Historia sounds a million times better than fucking Historia. I'm like, you don't make her sound like a fucking fantasy character. You make her sound stupid and cringe. You don't need to do that. She's cool as shit. Just wait till you see some of the crazy... You thought that was cool what she did before. She does even cooler shit later. It sounds like a title. Exactly.
Indeed.
They tried to be original. Didn't work this time. True, Joy. True. Yeah, oh, don't worry, man. There's more where that came from, Neko. That ain't the last time you've seen her.
Church of Avia come this way? Maybe a flashy red ship?
Yes, and they've already disturbed the altar ahead.
She's upset.
The primeval god it honors is most displeased. Then there really is a primal beast.
I believe they were. She's like the leader of the little I think it's like a monastery here, and she is the leader that worships the primal beast here. You know what, Joey? That's fair. Fair enough.
Manifests as a blistering white storm. I seek to quell its rage.
You know, it's crazy. When I first played this game, if you think there's 4 or 5 races in this, and there was, I was like counting the number of representations. I remember I made this fucking little chart about the different races that were in the group, and of the cat people in the original game, there was only 1 character, and at the time she was considered not very good. Eventually they released the expansion, and now there is 2. All the other races have at least 2. But
however, it is no place.
yeah, I don't know. They deserve more. And to clarify, there's a cat girl and a cat guy, and those are the 2. So at least, I mean, to be fair, at least there's both genders, but
She means a lot to us. Please, let us come with you.
still bullshit. I don't know why, to be honest, Historia never became playable. Same with Roland. They never made him playable either. And I was really hoping that they were going to do that for the expansion. And to be fair, they may still do that now. I mean, we waited 4 years for the expansion to even come out, and nobody was expecting it, really. I mean, everybody was hopeful. I mean, you do all the work where you try to get... I don't think I told this last stream. There was a case... so this game came out in 2021. We'll find a way without you, lady.
We'll find a way.
This game came out in 2021. At the time, I believe they mentioned a DLC. A friend of mine bought me the game. I did mention this on stream. I remember that. We used to play a lot of it together. Then the DLC came out. It just added a couple of characters and a couple of extra quests you could do. And then the Reddit, or the subreddit for the game, basically I had read on there that there was a push to see if people were interested in, like, what kind of content they would have liked to see in this game for future. And I remember myself and a couple other people kind of went out of our way to be like, try to get the message out, to go around. There was lots of posts, and like, of course, people would always be like, oh, what do we do or whatever, and so we would make lots of comments. I remember making a really cringe joke about calling myself Super Feedback Man, because every time I'd see one of those, I would make the same comment, basically, and then end it always the same way, as Super Feedback Man away, after dropping the link. And long story short, there was a big push for that, and then eventually we had heard from the devs. They said that they had an overwhelming response, quote, specifically from social media, unquote. And they said that they had heard, the usual stuff. Oh, we hear your message loud and clear, yada, yada, yada. And then, so everybody got really excited because they were like, holy shit, they're working on something. And then it was 2022. And then 2023. And then 2024. And there was nothing. We heard nothing. And honestly, I kind of forgot the game was even a thing. Then out of the fucking blue, they go, oh, by the way, surprise, here's a drop of DLC, basically. An expansion's coming, and we're adding like 8 fucking characters and an entire new game mode and a whole new storyline. And it was out of nowhere too. Like, there was no warning for any of this stuff. They just announced it at one point. So yeah, needless to say, we went kind of ballistic with the news.
We won't hold you back.
So it's a good feel good story. D-list hero super. Yeah, exactly, Joy. Exactly. Look at this.
Whoa, what amazing mana reserves.
Look at this fun.
Ice-based spells, but this is something else entirely.
This lady's just gonna fucking. Okay, the dragon's going over there. James is live. Oh, that's cool, Connie. Amazing, man. It's, right, Bubble? Thank you. I'm impressed. Bubble, did you hear what this lady's name is, by chance? Her name is Historiath. Historiath. Very cool name. Probably Neko, honestly. Yes, without the S at the end, Bubble, but yes, you spelt it correct. What are your in the big book of names, Bubble? What are your thoughts on that name? Hi, Swennels. Welcome in.
Another door blocks our path.
Another door blocks our path.
O primeval god of Belfrost's dominion, bestow thy grace and guide us past the dawn of seclusion.
Uh-oh.
Found the welcome squad.
It's so toothy. It is, actually. I understand what you're saying. And I agree with you. It's not good.
Can you keep the rabble occupied?
Understood.
Arribos. It's not good. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. Okay, I want to show you guys. I don't know if y'all got Historiath. She's my favorite character. She uses the magic spells. She's very cool. I think we've got a boss coming up, so I feel like I should save my power. This is gonna be fucking cool. I love the ultimate attacks in this game, man. What? Get wrecked, idiot.
Just what the doctor ordered. I can't do a thing or two. Cat and mouse. I have you.
That's cool looking. Cat and mouse. That's so cool looking. Boss time? Surely. Oh, not yet. It's 4 yet. I see every time I look over at that now, Bubble, I've been trying to say it. And I'm upset by this. One time I was driving and heard Flora say idiot, and I started feeling bad. I remember you. Yeah, I remember this story. Yes. Oh, Bubble. Why, Bubble? You know Flora would never call you an idiot. I feel like Flora would like internally combust if that happened. I feel like she would just stop existing. But fair, I get it. Words are weird, and enunciation and all this other shit. You know what? Fair, Bubble. That's fair.
Your skill is unquestionable.
Wait till you see me.
I thought there was gonna be a boss.
To be impressed.
Does this game lie to me? Is the boss here? The boss is here. There we go.
The blizzard stopped.
An ill omen. We must hurry.
See, my beloved, she likes the Neko character.
That's one sturdy looking door.
But no match for me.
That's true.
O primeval god of Belfrost's dominion, bestow thy grace and guide us past the door
Big
of
shield.
exclusion.
I think now it's a boss. Woody Shaw. There he is. Look at how cool this skeleton looks, man.
Hey, sitting here and looking for action.
Keep your eyes on that one. It's deadlier than the rest.
Protect Historia.
Now, if I remember correctly, this Jagoff has to get closer. Scarmiglione. I feel like that's a swear. I know that name's significant in mythology. Guess what? Check this shit out.
The heavens tremble as the sword sovereign rises. Oh yeah, been saving this one. What's the matter? I don't miss. Cat and mouse. Over here. I'm so
Nice. Welcome back, George. I can't fucking see anything. Boom! Where'd he go? I'm watching for you, pal. Oh shit! What? Alright, Vern, if you lie to me like that again, I swear to God. 100% brie cheese, Neko, guaranteed. George doesn't fuck with that cheap cheese, I know that. Because every time I swear George has ever talked about eating cheese on stream, it's always like high quality shit. Same here, Neko. It's good stuff, man. What is... Okay, let me ask you guys this. Is bougie? Yes! Right? Ow. Let me ask you guys this. What is the best cheese that you've ever had? And I can even start it, in my opinion. It should be labeled double cream brie. Ooh, that is bougie. Even 4 up here. That's okay, Neko. It doesn't have to be like a brand, but if there's a cheese, all cheese tastes the same. Wow, Connie, you just haven't had the right kinds of cheese. I'm telling you, man. Because there's some cheese. Oh my God, we're already doing this again. Taylor's nice too. Fair. Cheese plated at a fancy restaurant. Saint Albret. Fair. So, my favorite type of cheese that I've personally had, what the hell, is probably, honest to God, Monterey Jack. Because, like, Monterey Jack, like, as a cheese, as a topping, you can put on all kinds of shit. I'm telling you, man. You use that stuff for, jalapeno, I'll be honest, Bubble, take it or leave it. It's the tangy zest that Monterey tends to have that I really like. But, I mean, you throw a little bit of the jalapeno in that, it's pretty fucking good. You do it without, you just don't have the spice. Either way, you're in for a good time. I like Havarti. Havarti's really good. Again, Havarti's got like I like Tang. I think that's the lesson here. I think tangy cheese is really good. What shell, George? Is it plastic or not plastic? Sorry, wax. I don't think you're supposed to eat that shell. American cheese. Oh, okay, you know what? This is gonna sound controversial. I also like American cheese, because the burgers that they use American. I like. Actually, this is gonna be extra controversial. I like American cheese more than I like basic cheddar. Because going back to what I was saying about the tang, I find that American cheese tends to bite a little better than regular. I know, Bubble, I know I'm a traitor. But look, I can at least respect and understand that American cheese is really good. You know? I just like and eat that cheese. You know, that's fair, Joy. Honestly, you can't go wrong with this. And actually, I have another food related topic, and this one's gonna be controversial, but I think it's an interesting take. I think you guys might appreciate the take, if not the food in question. Don't think I'm a fan of cheddar. It's exactly, Cody. I think cheddar and mozza in particular, they can be really hit or miss. I think there's a way to, like, there's good of both and there's bad of both, and I kind of wonder sometimes if the bad, it tends to be a little more common, at least, you know, where I'm live locally, so that it's kind of made me feel that way. Very disappointed about cheese in North America. Chocolate, I understand, Echo, for sure. I think the cheese here's all right. I mean, I do think Europe in general probably got better cheese. I do know that Europe knocks us out of the park for chocolate, so I'm not surprised to hear that. Florida just eats mozzarella bites. See, but that's fair. Baby Bell's really good. Okay, all right. The rind on this really tastes like shit. I'm just gonna. I don't think you're, George. I could be wrong about this. I don't think you're really supposed to eat the rinds of the cheeses, because it's usually where like the spices are designed to sit, and they, you know, are supposed to go into the cheese, kind of like soaking into it. And usually the rind's not intended to be edible, because it's also usually where the heaviest preservatives of cheeses. Yeah, also sometimes it's just wax. George, I don't think you're supposed to eat that. Okay, all right. I'm gonna pause the game. I know we're playing a game, and I know it's, you know, but this is an important question. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Don't let the world stop you from eating wax. That's fair. Chat rules be nice. How am I supposed to listen, Fripp? Okay, I'm not saying cheddar sucks. I'm saying two things. One, I'm saying I do kind, and that's, you know what, I should clarify, because cheddar is also like, there's a bunch of subtypes of cheddar. You give me some good aged cheddar, ooh, I'm a happy man. But if you just give me, you know, bargain basement standard cheddar, I would honestly prefer American cheese. I'm also not super crazy about marble. He's picture me with a wet, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It's like looking after a kid. George, throw that out, please. Do not eat that. I am, you know what, Bubble? That's good. I am, Bubble. Oh, okay, hang on. Let me, okay, Bubble's gonna love this. I shared this on Connie's stream, but Bubble's gonna love this. So my boss, I've told Connie this twice now. So my boss, and I think Neko was here for it, and so was George. My boss I'm working with my boss in the field, and we're going to a site. We're going to go and change a location. And while we're going to this location, it's we're supposed to go and change a garbage that's in the location. And we pull up, and I don't see a path immediately, like an easy way. There's like tall grass. So I look at my boss very seriously, and I go, how do we get to the site? Where, because I didn't see a path. And this motherfucker, he looks at me and he says, with the straightest face, he says, with our Lambo feeties and Chevre legs. I have never heard this in my life. I am still not, it has been days. I want to clarify this. Connie can confirm. It has been days. Okay, I thought you were there, Neko. I am still recovering. It's fucked me up. I literally cannot, like, when he said that, I was dead quiet for at least 2 minutes because I didn't know how to function. I didn't know where to, what to say after that. I was simultaneously filled with anger and impressed, Stunlocked is a really good term for it. I didn't know where to go from there. Because I was broken as a human being. Because it caught me so off guard. So, yeah. Joy had it pretty good. So it's like, so I said, where do we, or no, I said, how do we get there? And he said, with our Lamborghinis and our Chevre legs. That's what he said to me. Or wait, I think it's spelled Chevrolet wrong, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so needless to say, like, I was impressed. And you know what? See, here's a little bit of a part two, because I was telling him I was impressed. Oh my god, man, I butchered that. Hang on, let me do it again. Let me fix it. That's good. That kind of works out. Because I also fucked it up and didn't put the quotes at the start. Lambor. Oh my god, I've never thought I'd be... Period. There we go. What was I gonna say now? Right, I asked him, we're not doing this. We're not doing this, Bubble. We're not doing this. I'm fucking... It's not... Jesus Christ. I will... Okay, so I will say... Jesus Christ. I don't know, Bubble. You made yourself relive... I did. The thing is, I asked him... Or I said in his sleep, he's... I just want out. I want to have a good time. I want to have a good time on the stream. And I just... Please, can I just have a happy stream? Just one, please. Just a... What I was gonna say, I thought it was so upset. So what? Okay. What I was gonna say is we're gonna pivot back to food. I'm getting the fuck out of this conversation. We're gonna pivot back to food. Okay, let me ask you guys this, and talk about you. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is an important food question for you guys. This is genuinely, because here's the thing. I know this is a polarizing question. Let me ask chat. Show of hands, yay or nay. Do you like mushrooms? This is an important question. I'm going somewhere with this. Yeah, like the food. My coworker started laughing because he goes, "I thought you were talking about the psychedelic," and I was dying. I'm like, "No, I was talking the food." Was it, dude? God damn it. Okay, all right. Here's the thing. Let me ask you guys this. When you say you don't like mushrooms, what's the reason for it? Have you tried a dish with mushrooms? And if yes, what didn't you like about, or what was the dish? That's the question. What was the dish that you did not like with mushrooms in it? Because my coworker has a theory, and I think I'm subscribed to it to some degree. Gotta do a poll. That's really funny. That's actually really funny. You know what? You want to hear something real pathetic? I still don't know how to do that. There are a lot of different kinds of mushrooms. This is more the general topic. This isn't necessarily like, you know, my argument is, if it's, now hang on, Fripp. If it's like you either like the mushrooms, so like even if you like basic ones, you, for this question, like mushrooms, versus if you've never liked a mushroom, you don't like mushrooms. This is because I'll explain this. Okay, so the reason for this question. Yeah, see, Bubble, that's fair. And that's actually, that's tied into the theory that my coworker has. He suggested that the reason people typically don't like mushrooms is because they're used as like a topping, a throwaway item you add to food typically. A really, really good example that he used was pizza. When a restaurant makes a pizza and they say to you, "What kind do you want?" and you go, "I don't know, veggie," they'll throw mushrooms on that sometimes. They might not. But it's never, they don't make the dish with the intention of being like, "Hey, this is going to have mushrooms in it," you know? It's an afterthought. It doesn't get the care it deserves. And we actually got really into this topic, so just bear with me. But follow. So one of the things that he pointed out is, if you have like just like a mushroom pizza, and it has mushrooms on it, right? And the mushrooms themselves, you're not really going to enjoy that. But if you had like a stir fry, you know, or like something where it's like the mushroom isn't just thrown in, but like added to the dish, and it's spiced, you know, it's sauteed just right, and you know it gets they melt garlic butter on it, and so on and so forth. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Neko. I'm with Connie on that one. But I will say this, based on my description, you know, some of my vibes with this, it has opened my eyes a little bit. Basically, too much effort. You know what? Fair, Fripp. I won't disagree with. Just bear with me. One of the things he said, because he was telling me about this, and his vibe was, his girlfriend is a pescatarian, and his impression was much the same in regards to seafood. Because of course pescatarians, they can't really eat meat per se, like chicken or beef. So his girlfriend, of course, he he used to feel that way too. He also felt the same way about tofu, and how, tofu's really gross. And how it's like, there's his opinion at the time was always a case of like, there's nothing you can do that's going to change, my mind, because like Fripp said, it's a texture thing. It's it's a thing of like, it's gross, you know? But he was saying, but his girlfriend is such a good cook that like she enjoys cooking. So, and I mean, that part helps a lot, right? If you're passionate about what you make, you're willing to put the time in to prepare a dish in a way that you will enjoy it, which means you're probably more likely to be willing to experiment with things that'll change the way certain dishes taste. And see, and that's fair, Bubble. Honest to God, I do understand that. Because sometimes, yeah, Batman, you gotta get on my level, bro. Sometimes that's kind of what it comes down to, He pointed out another good. So where I live, beef is really common. Beef is, it's there's beef everywhere. Where I'm from, it to the point where it's a very popular thing. Now you can go to any old piece of shit restaurant and you can get like a steak, right? And or like not even a steak. You can get like a ground burger or something, and it doesn't matter where you go. Chances are pretty good that that beef is going to taste as good as, well, maybe not as good as, but it's going to taste pretty fucking close quality wise to, going to like an expensive restaurant, right? Like a sit down restaurant. But if you're here and you go to get fish, the fish isn't going to taste as good. But if you go to like the Eastern Coast, right, where they kind of quote unquote specialize in that kind of thing, and they have fish there, the fish you eat there is going to be better than the fish you're going to get here by a landslide. For the same reason, the beef here is probably going to be better than the beef you'd get over there. And I think, well, exactly, Flora. No, exactly. That's exactly the point. And he was saying that it's a combination of the freshness of the food, but also based on the location, the way they prepare it. Because the way they prepare it, you can make, he said one of the best things that he ever had. This is the same guy. He was saying he did not like fish. He thought it was gross, just like tofu. He said that one of the best dishes he ended up ever having was a tuna steak. He got a tuna steak over in Nova Scotia, way to the eastern side of Canada. And he was saying that the way they cooked it, he said you couldn't even tell it was fish. It tasted like you would want a good steak here to taste. He said it didn't, the color wasn't like fish. It didn't taste like the fish here. Like here, it tends to be very like irony. But he said over there, it tasted amazing. He said it looked like blood red, the same way you'd think a steak would. And, yeah, exactly, Nico. That's exactly, and that's the thing, right? That's something I never appreciated because as somebody who typically doesn't like fish, I was kind of rocked by this information because I already avoided it because of the way I've had it here. Because my complaint is I don't like the irony taste. Well, it turns out if that's the case, its chances are pretty good. I just don't like the fish here. That doesn't mean I don't like fish. So I think that's interesting. And that, that kind of falls into the general argument of the conversation of disliking certain foods. I'd be okay with that, Flora. I'd like to try, like a hamburger or something. But I think it falls to an interesting argument when it comes to certain foods. When we're like, I don't like X food. Not because of the allergy. I mean, obviously that's out of our control. But if you consume a food and that food, you don't like that food, is it because you don't like the food? Or is it because you've just never had a good version of that food? And I feel like that argument can apply to so much. I mean, we're talking fish, we're talking tofu, we're talking pineapples, we're talking mushrooms, we're talking tomatoes. You know, there's any number of these kinds of foods where it's like, I understand, and yeah, so this isn't something I'd ever really considered until like last week. I'm telling you, Neko, it's not good here. From everything I've heard, the lobster is not very good here. I feel like an argument. Well, okay. Here's so there are some caveats for that, Joy. For me, we'll go to where Flora is, Neko. That's where it's supposed to be better. For me, Joy, I'm a proponent against pineapples on pizza specifically. I'm not saying pineapples are gross, but specifically on pizza. One major reason. If you don't like a specific topping on pizza, what do you do? Like let's say you ordered a pizza and it had the topping you don't like on it. What do? You take the topping off, right? And then you just eat the pizza. But the thing is, if you like pineapple on pizza and we were going to get to see... Oh. yeah. If you like pineapple pizza, I don't want you here. All right? There's a no pineapple pizza location. And I ain't got time for that shit. And my mods have permission to ban on site. So check yourself. No, I will say, though, genuinely, I'm not a fan of it because, like I said, what do you do if you don't like topping on a pizza? You take it off, right? Very simple. The problem is, I find that pineapple on pizza, in kind of similarly to what Flora just said, actually, because it tends to be related, because, if it's hot, or warm, I guess, if it's soggy, etc. Exactly. Warm fruit is gross. It also tends to seep into the cheese. So even if you don't like it and you take it off, guess what? It doesn't matter. That pineapple juice, effectively, is in your cheese now. And to me, that's why I'm like, fuck that noise. Don't like it. And it kind of ruins the food for me. Like, I think that's the one pizza where it's like, I would probably avoid it like the plague. The only other thing I will say is I'm not a fan of black olives on pizza, because I'm like, I don't know, man. I just don't like black olives. I don't. They're not very good. They're not tasty. It's just I don't know. I feel like well, I never said no olives. Although I'm not crazy about them in general, but definitely no black olives on my pizza, because I don't know, man. I like my mushroom pizzas, and I don't know. I feel like the black olives, they kind of darken the palate when you're eating like a slice of pizza. Like, I'm not a foodie, right? But there's just, I don't know. When I eat my food, I want to have flavors I enjoy, and I just feel like olives aren't on the chart. You know what I mean? I respect that people like different stuff. They're just not for me. But yeah, that's my vibe. Yeah, actually, Connie, so you've never had apple pie? You know it's a great fucking pie? I will tell you guys this. A great fucking pie, if you ever get the chance to have it, Saskatoon berry pie. It's one of the best fucking pies I've ever had in my life.
Isn't that Lyria?
I'm so sorry if I sound weird. I am chewing it's fucking good, Flora. It's so fucking good. The Saskatoon berries are like my favorite berry. I shit you not.
Lyria?
Bubble, have you ever had like guac? Oh, she's broken. They are typically Canadian flowers, so you should, but I don't know for sure. I know we still have a Saskatoon berry tree here. If you come out, we'll pick some. Uh-oh.
Another foe.
Historia, no! Yeah, we got a Saskatoon berry tree out front. Technically, they're shrubs, but ours has grown. The birds eat a lot of them and get drunk. Hot, Jesus Christ, Connie. Connie, I asked you if you liked him, and you said no. You said no, he doesn't look like my type, and I'm like, okay. I'm judging. I'm judging, you know. I tried all sorts of dishes and dips. Tried it's the same result. I'd eat it. Well, I'm seeing. You know, that is fair, actually. It's a little different than the single still picture. I respect that. Imagine being named fucking It. I will say that. However, I agree with you, George. You know, it's just like Historia. I'm like, why are you calling your character this? I will say this. There is a pun that occurs later in the game with his name that absolutely made me go, all right, I'm allowing it, because it's so stupid. It's beautiful. Have you played Ib? If you do get him off, oh my god. Listen, some of us I'm sure will. Sir, your ID says ID. Are you real? Oh yeah, Neko, you're right. Yeah, it's your id and your ego. And you know what? The fucking makers of games like these wouldn't surprise me in the least that was intentional. Especially as this guy's story goes on, it's like, okay, that does make sense. Uh-oh.
Sprint forth. Wolf of Icy Mist. Nanak armor.
We traded Lyria for Historia. Sorry, we don't need you anymore, Lyria. What the? Fucking coward. You know what I don't really understand? Yeah, he does it a lot in this, Fred.
I shall thaw this storm.
Yeah! I'm telling you, man. Historia's fucking OP. She's so cool. And yes, Connie. Anytime you get like a JRPG where it's got ice-based music, for lack of a better term, they always sound fucking phenomenal.
Another primeval god, eh? You be a good up and heal, or else. Zipping around like lightning. Can't get crosshairs on it.
They really are bad. They really are. Getting my attention on this. Yeah, I was playing Granblue. I thought you'd want to come see that. Then you could see all my characters that I've played way too much fucking time in leveling. Jesus Christ, Bubble. I can't. You know what? I can't even get mad. It's a crime that I committed. So I would like Shiva. Honestly, funnily enough, I think that does play a part, Connie. I think it's because I'm a huge fan of Cold in general. So I don't know what it is. There's so many things. It's just such an easy sell for me. Oh, right. Right, I don't want to fuck around with this. Don't break all of them, man. I'll be fucking pissed. I remember this fight, and I remember how annoying this was. Come on, man! I was hiding! Stupid asshole. Looks crystally and I like. See, exactly. Exactly! See, you get it, Connie. I like that it looks crystally. I like how ice can be like different colors and stuff. I like how I think about stuff like ice sculptures, or like from an anime perspective, you've got Aurora, exactly. From an anime perspective, you got characters like Grey Fullbuster, who I think I've just realized I've liked because he's also cute. Where he has ice mate powers, so he literally creates shit now. Oh my god. Don't worry about it, Connie. Never mind. Never you mind. Oh, I see what I think George is referring to. He understands why you like ice and crystals, just in general. Concerned. Oh, come on, man. That's cheating, you stupid asshole. Bro. Yeah, actually, Coney, we need a concerned emote. Bro. Are you serious? No, that's not it? Okay. You know what you could do, George? You could just tell us instead of making us guess. I know it's a crazy newfangled idea, but instead of, you know, being Mr. Unknown, you could just explain your actions. I know that's crazy. Oh my god. Swing. You're fucking done, baby. Concerned emote is just Peapod looking at with no expression. That's fair, actually. She was being really annoying today, Bubble. You should know. She gets fed at about, I think at 8 o'clock? 7 or 8 o'clock. And she didn't have a good reason, Bubble. Her reasoning was she's a little fatty and she won't stop eating because she came in. She gets fed at about 8 o'clock, and she came in to my brother's room, and I swear to God, it was a little after 7 o'clock, and I came down and I was talking to my brother, and I was just laying on the bed. I swear to God, she came in every 10 minutes and just, Mo, 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 and she would like pull on Scott's freaking, he's got like a blanket that he sits on his chair, and he starts pulling on it because she wanted food. And then, of course, we were like, Peapod, enough. So then she'd sit there for like, you know, a good 5 minutes, and then she'd just walk away. And then a few minutes later, guess what? She'd come waddling back, and she'd start doing it again. Mo! 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 And it's like, what are you doing? Stop! Yeah, it does the same thing when I'm asleep. Ignore. Yeah, see, what if this... That's exactly what it is, Bubble, because we made a joke, because Scott told us, he said, no, you know you get food at 8 o'clock. You're just trying to get it earlier. We're not doing that. And then there was a pause, and she went, Meow. And he started laughing, and he said, see, now she said, how about now? My cat does the same thing. See, I get that, Connie, but just wait. See, because Siamese, they're little shits, because she's smart. She knows that we'll sleep, but if we're sleeping, we won't feed them, right? Or feed her. And she does this thing, you see. She goes right up beside the head of, like, in this case right now, because she's staying with my brother, she goes right beside his head and just starts purring really loudly and starts pulling on his hair and chewing it until he wakes up. And then if she thinks he woke up, she starts yelling immediately in his ear because she wants his attention. And well, that's the thing. And I go, she doesn't eat the hair per se. She pulls on it. Like she chews it and pulls on it because she knows that it's going to wake him up. You're right, Flora. You're right. That is a possibility. My same, but I cover myself. That's fair. That is very fair. And honestly, smart tactic. I might suggest that to my brother. It's actually really funny. Right, Joy? It's crazy. She is simultaneously, and I say this with a lot of love, she is simultaneously the dumbest animal I've ever met and the cleverest girl I have ever met. Because I swear to God, like, you look at her, there's nothing going on in there. But then she does some shit where you're just like, no, there's no way. How did you even think about that? It's crazy, man. It is a front. And she fucking knows it, Flora. I guarantee you she knows it.
You don't sound very happy.
Neurons only active for food. That's true. She wants you to think she's a dum-dum. I think so. I genuinely do. Because there's things she does. One of the things that she does is, again, like if she's bugging Lily, she'll hang out, she'll like tuck herself in to a doorway near where Lily is, and if we don't see her, like maybe we see her walking over there, we know what she's doing. We go, Peapod, no. So she'll stop. She'll know she's gotten shit, so she'll walk away. The moment she realizes nobody's paying attention to her, then she does it again, and she finds a spot to basically loaf by the door to stare at. It's insane.
I'll come grab you guys ASAP.
Captain.
I honest to God, one of my biggest sadness. One of my biggest sad moments is the fact that Lily and Peapod do not get along, because I think they would be absolutely hilarious to watch ripping around.
It was a pitiful outcome.
But I think that's kind of I think they both have very strong personalities that make them stand enough apart from one another. It's actually really funny because I know I've learned that. I wonder how Peapod would fare with communications board. Neko, it's funny you asked that. I've tried it, and which like I didn't have the ones where it would talk, like the one cat there, and she just lays on it because it's kind of lifted off the ground, and she likes that. She doesn't. Yeah. Elsie. Actually, she made me laugh the other day. One last little Peapod story. No, that was today, because I went down when I was talking to my brother, and my brother got up and he started getting ready for the day. And I'm sitting there in his room, and I'm flipping through my phone, and then I get up because I'm going to go upstairs, and I see a big market store bag, like not the plastic ones, but like the bigger ones that are with fabric, fly up a chunk of the stairs. And I turn the corner, and this cat is wearing the bag like she's Superman. And I ask my brother, I say to him, because I mean, we've all seen, I'm sure, cats doing that. And I asked my brother, and I go, why did you put Peapod in the bag? Like, why did you, he goes, I didn't do that. So, and she was so tangled in the bag that it was like clung to her. It wasn't like choking or anything, but it was clung enough that there would have been no chance for her getting that thing off. And I'm like, Peapod, for Christ's sake. And she's like, yelling and trying to get me to let her go. And I'm like, you don't do this. This is not you're not gonna enjoy this. It's not comfortable. You're gonna get caught on things.
No, even I assumed
She didn't want me to take her cape away, I guess.
I mean, the primeval gods. And there's the matter of Lyria's odd behavior.
Her eyes were empty, as if her soul
But yeah,
were caved.
that's enough
What's more,
Peapod stories for
the
now.
blue choker she wore did not sit right with me.
A blue choker.
That's true,
Like
Nico.
a collar around her neck? Could it be?
Uh-oh.
Could it be what, Roland?
What do you know,
Is it
Roland?
blue?
If you fucking say if you blow this off.
Possibly. Just a story I heard a while back.
Okay.
If rumors are to be believed, the Church of Avia has been toying with a forbidden implement.
I don't know if I'd necessarily agree with that, at least from my experience with that. But I think like with my cats, it's usually my cats are the best, but sometimes they do stupid things. Is probably the way I'd put it. I am redoing the story for chat to enjoy,
What now?
and then eventually, when we get to the expansion,
The mind sealer.
then I'm gonna continue. No, Vat. Trust me. I didn't take it like, oh, this is you don't know. It's more just I've been lucky enough to have like the 3 cats that were in my life they've never really been bad. They've never done anything, and where it's like, oh, come on, man. Have a good nap, Connie. Thank you. It was a lot of fun for D&D. And, I appreciate that. You don't have to, but I really appreciate that.
Given its inhumane nature, the use of such an artifact was supposedly banned.
Ugh, if those buttheads are using something like that, then they're worse than trash.
Couldn't we just smash the cursed thing to pieces?
I don't advise using force to break it.
Why?
That would put Lyria's life in danger.
Of course.
I figured it wouldn't be that easy.
What about nullifying its influence?
I have a connection in Seed Hollow who knows his curios. I bet he could tell us more.
You intend to ask the family Zathba? Informants don't cooperate without a price.
Uh-oh.
Hey, deep down, he's got a heart of gold. It'll work out.
Wishful thinking.
Thanks again, Roland. We'd be up the creek without you.
Always glad to help. Remember, when Mr. Fix-It's on the case, nothing is impossible.
Got that right. Fixing our airship while it's stuck on a freezing mountain?
Oh. Well, you take her easy, Flora. You go have some fun. I don't know what an almond quasso is, but that sounds... Oh, I know what it is now. It took me a moment. That actually sounds amazing.
Alas, I merely applied bandages. What she really needs is servicing in Seed Hollow. And on that note, I say we take to the skies. I'll show you the way.
I think my original plan was to end at 4, but fuck it. We'll go for another half hour and then call it. We'll see how...
I'm as worried about Lyria as anyone, but this ship needs
He does, honestly.
We finally caught up to Lyria, but her eyes had lost their spark. When I called her name, she didn't respond. She didn't hear me. The Lyria we know and love? It's like she wasn't in there anymore. What is Avia plotting?
Big Ralph.
With so many mysteries left unsolved, I get the feeling this is just the beginning. But for now, we need to dig up info on this Mind Sealer thing. We flew through
Yes,
the night,
Le Chat.
never stopping. I can see our next island, hugged by dawn's
Ein
warming
Katze.
light. Call that amber glow false hope, but I'll take it.
Oh. Whee! Well, God, it does sound like soccer trainer, Jesus. Mein Name ist Ralph Katter.
The city is huge! There's stuff everywhere! Let your true sun shine!
Welcome. This is Sega Grande Skydom's largest city, Seed Hollow.
Cool. Uh-oh. Rosetta knows.
Whew. Good news is the Grand Cipher's gonna be okay.
She's in good hands. Luckily, the ship escaped severe damage. Should be a quick fix.
I don't know, George. Maybe.
Sorry to keep piling stuff on you.
We're gonna fight here, Bob. Right here in front of everyone. Berserker Barrage. It is, honestly. I really like... This game has some pretty good environments. Yeah, they did a very good job. I also like they did the environment when you're walking around. You can see a lot of, or hear a lot of like ambience around you, but they do it in a way where if you focus on a voice, you can hear like exact conversations, or like if a merchant's selling something, you can tell what they're selling and stuff. It's cool. I like games that's good attention to detail that some games just don't have.
Sounds like he's got his stuff together.
Rack 'em rolling ship.
I guess you'll find
Go
out
away,
yourself
Vern.
when you meet
I
her.
still don't want you
Follow
here.
me.
I can carry that thing.
Let's start by heading to the main square. The bar should be in a back alley somewhere.
Right, I wanted to check something. No. Very good.
Guess that's one way to design a ship. Always cool to see how other places build their rides.
Wait till you visit the other districts. I'd love to give a grand tour, but
No biggie. Besides, sightseeing will be a lot more fun once Lyria's back with us.
For sure.
I'd better start brushing up on my tour guide skills. Of course, Seed Hollow wouldn't be complete without a blacksmith and alliance rep. If you need to use their services, now's the time.
They've got all kinds of flowers here. No wonder the
Look at how
city smells
fucking
so
cool
good.
he looks, man.
Seed in Seed
Stupid
Hollow.
game won't let me fucking play him.
Man, this sucks.
This entire group of people, like this gang, they all dress exactly the same. And it's really funny.
So much freaking work to do.
So much freaking work to do.
Say, don't you two work for Zothba?
Who's asking? Ah, snap, it's rolling. Where you been hiding, man? Thanks for always looking out for the boss.
No, quite the opposite. Zothba has always been the one bailing me out. That info on Avia was spot on. But enough about that. It looks like you gentlemen are in a bit of a pickle.
A pickle? Nah, man. We're swamped with work right now. Everyone in the family's fully booked.
So, if you got biz with the boss, could you maybe go chill and come back later?
Huh. I get you're busy, but we're also on the clock here.
So what I'm hearing is, once these errands of yours are cleared out, that'll open up Zothba's schedule. Is that right?
More or less. Not like our mountain of work is gonna get smaller anytime soon, though.
Got it. Captain, what do you say to lending these fine fellows a hand?
I'm in.
Me too. Beat sitting around all day.
No, I'm good, Vern. I'll take everybody else.
There you go. Meet your newest co-workers. And not just any coworkers. These Skyfarers have an impressive resume.
For real? Awesome. Thanks.
We appreciate it. And for starters, you think you could check in with a buddy of ours? He should be at the market.
Let's kick some tail.
Yeah. I don't think I actually like... So I like the new...
You need my aid?
No.
Need some muscle, huh?
Honestly, I don't know, Neko. The whole gang dresses like these guys. Because the leader dresses like that. I look at them and I think the FF7's Turks theme, honestly.
We'll make it work.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Awaken one more ascension weapon. I'm pretty sure I have. I did, yes. Great. Sick. Oh, I see. Oops. There you go, Neko.
Yo, I got the word. Ready to roll up your sleeves? Here's the deal. Some bigwig lost something in the city. Something really dangerous. I can't handle it myself without my legs turning to jelly. Talk with an Alliance rep. I left the details with them.
Okay. You're not an Alliance rep. No.
I shall spare no effort.
What? No. Oh.
Huh? You're looking for something dangerous? Oh, you must mean that.
No, Neko. I guess it's a spoiler, but whatever. I'm not exactly hiding it. Do you remember the ninjas? Maglio's the leader of that group, so...
Yeah. I know a few folks that... I'll write down what they look like. Go see what they have to say.
They ended up releasing her as a playable character with the expansion. I'm not sure who... Oh, you're talking about Charlotta. I actually don't play her. This guy looks fucking rough.
Only be one thing.
Yo, this guy needs some help.
Yep, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he agrees.
It's what I think it is. You'll find it in an alley.
His eyes, he's got like... He looks okay right now, but when his eyes got wide, they look really fucked up. Like when they were trying to say, oh, he's got a shocked expression. He's comically... He was shook. Yeah, well, I suppose that's true. I wouldn't know what you're talking about, Vat. Look in the top right. I don't know what the issue is. You need a lot of MSP, huh? That sucks.
Skies above skies, the heavens have anointed me as their beacon. Raise your eyes to the blue. That which you seek may come from above.
Raise your eyes to the blue? What are you talking about?
Zothva's people have you looking for it. Ah, okay. Yeah, try looking in places with shade. But
What?
So the thing is alive? Yeah. This is making my beard bristle.
Look in the shade. Above our heads. Down an alley? Is that what they're telling us?
Maybe. Guess it's time to start crawling the back streets of Seed Hollow.
Yeah. Want to buy something? A cat.
Don't tell me
Machette.
thing we've been looking for. It's just a cat. Jeez, how dangerous can it be? Come on, let's get it home.
The client is over the moon. Glad that's over with.
You could have just told us you can't stand cats.
When I was a kid, I got scratched by one. It left a scar on my body and my psyche. But you don't want to hear about that. Thanks again.
Can't
Great.
believe we went on a wild cat chase. Why would the family Zothva bother with boring jobs?
I believe being a good information broker means having a finger in every pie, so to speak. In any...
Here to lend a hand? Couldn't have come at a better time. We're assessing the castle's manpower. It's not like the guards will volunteer to take a survey. I hate to use the term eavesdrop, but we're short on ears. If you see any castle guards, could you listen in? Out of sight and without getting caught, obviously.
Oh.
Remember, keep it hush-hush. Let's camp out here.
So my granddad said the craziest thing the other day.
Well, don't leave me hanging.
You know the Corridor of Peace? Know why they really call it that?
No, why?
It's to honor an astral who once saved us Sky Dwellers.
What?
That's a good one.
What a joke.
That's what I said. They were the ones who conquered us. A compassionate astral. Can you imagine?
Yeah, astrals, I should clarify because I realize it's never really come up. Astrals are basically like super non-emotional people or beings who are like the proper equivalent to omnipotent gods in real life, but they're way stronger, and they basically ruled, I guess, the quote-unquote world with an iron fist, and everybody else who was mortal, effectively, they were called Sky Dwellers. And astrals are not typically known as good by any stretch of the imagination. Shouldn't.
Now that story, I unfortunately, it has nothing to do with our task.
I hate hiccups, man. They're the worst. That's okay. They're gone now.
What are you staring at?
Oh, sorry, dude. Do you know, Neko, why holding your breath works? Do you know why the body hiccups? Specifically. Like, what causes the hiccup itself? I know, dude. That guy's power stancing. Creep up.
You think we can hide here?
Sure.
I know what I saw.
Not quite. What it is it's really, really, really thin hairs in your ear. And basically these thin hairs help you keep your balance the same way like a cat with a tail would. And when, yes, in your ear. Your ear is actually really important for things like balance. And when these hairs get crisscrossed inside your ear, your body has the, in my opinion, world's worst attempt at trying to fix it, which causes your hiccups. because the idea is that your body is trying to basically change the air pressure inside your ear. Yeah. So that's why doing things like holding your breath works. That's why doing things like anything involved with fuck, I had another example, but like sneezing and stuff. That's why shit like that works.
That Harvin was wearing white
There's a
robes.
term for the hairs in the ear, so you might be better off looking specifically for the term. But they're like cilia in a way.
They say that uniform stood out to one of the deadliest groups in Avia. Obviously, the Silver Wolf Corps is also nothing to sneeze at. This group uses strange techniques. I should have arrested that Harvin. But if they've already infiltrated this...
Harvin, I think, are the the little people. Extremely logical, making them shrewd business people. Physically ill-suited for combat, Harvins also possess indomitable wills and courage.
Avia may have already infiltrated Seed Hollow? That's bad news, but good to know.
Who are you people? There's nothing to see.
Sorry, dude.
Zothpa's subordinate was right. We
This spot looks good for spying.
Heard the news? Yeah. They raised the threat level for the Skydom.
They keep sending reinforcements to Tempeel and other islands. Castle defenses will be stretched thin.
It's taking a toll on the public safety team, too. The Church of Avia has been popping up everywhere.
At least we're safe here. Don't have to worry about Seed Hollow getting invaded. Just hope I don't get shipped out.
Mobilizing soldiers out of Seed Hollow is sapping the castle's defenses. People might get edgy if this leaks. I think we've heard enough. Let's go report this in.
I don't know, George.
Can't decide, huh?
Because it's malleable in the back. Yeah, an echo. So that is related, if I remember correctly. Hang on. Yeah, so there's new papers and shit. Here we go. The New England Journal of Medicine. Yeah, the external auditory canal is what they're calling it. I got you. Just bear with me. Reject. Yeah, factors that may damage or irritate these nerves. Because if it's all these nerves controlling reflexes. So the hair or something else in your ear touching your eardrum. And if it was that simple that it was simply a case of the diaphragm, then that wouldn't be a factor whatsoever. Additionally, I can give you 2 research papers specifically on the subject. We've got PubMed here and nagem.org here. Yeah, it's also related to tinnitus because it's the same idea. Anything that irritates your eardrum can also cause extended hiccups. Because it's the idea of basically your body trying to get the hair off.
Paxtos tune? How'd it go? I see. I guess we'd better offer some research. By the way, didn't you say something about needing to see the boss? He should be in by now.
I mean,
Why don't you head for the bar?
I guess. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a case of like it only is described that way.
To him and his informants,
But
the city's managed to stay relatively peaceful.
that's fine, Neko. I guess I'll go fuck myself. I thought I'd share something cool with you, but...
Really? Are you sure you're not biting off more?
Ooh, I need to go grab this.
Was that too much? Anyway, time to hit the bar.
Time to hit the bar. Wait. I don't know what that reward is. I am so confused. You know what? I'm gonna grab these. Oh. How do I know? God, I hate the way this fucking thing works. 53. Head to Family Zappa Space. I think I'm gonna go here for the cutscene and then probably call it.
It's finally time to meet the legend himself. From what I've seen with his underlings, he runs a tight ship.
Everyone, meet Zathba.
Well, out with it.
Zathba theme's sick.
That's some jam.
Yeah, I was hoping you could help.
Let's talk business.
You didn't let me finish.
We aren't a charity. Selling info is how we don't starve. And the juicier the intel, the tastier our meals. You want a seat at the table? You gotta bring the bread. Know what I'm saying?
So how much will it cost?
Avia exposes us to huge risk. At the friend discount, you're looking at 7 mil.
7 million rupees? That's enough to purchase several airships.
We settle our payments up front. But I wager your wallets are a little bit light at the moment. How about a proposal? You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours.
We really don't have time for this.
Don't pass on a deal till you've heard every last detail. We've already looked into the mind sealer around your friend's neck. The catalyst stone that'll cancel the magic sleeps in some ruins on Dolly Island.
Are you absolutely certain?
I'm here, Neko.
Let me guess.
I just didn't want to interrupt.
You're giving us the scoop because you want something in return.
Man knows how to cut to the chase. All you resourceful folks have to do is break the seal on those ruins.
But I appreciate it.
It just so happens there's hidden treasure in there we'd love to get our hands on.
That's fair, yeah. It's because it picks up, like, the little sounds that my microphone on the stand does. I gotta fine-tune it at some point. And I just haven't done so. It's 400 things I need to do still.
And those are the conditions. Not a bad deal, if you ask me.
Oh, I do have one.
Yep, we both get what we want. Seems fair enough.
At this point,
It's
I
just
think any
filters.
lead is worth investigating.
Yeah, 100%.
The choice is yours, Captain.
Honestly, it's cool. It makes me feel like I'm in a studio. I like it.
I'll be waiting at the port. Come see me when you've got your answer.
Mr. Shades back there was no ordinary dude.
Very observant, Vern. Wow.
I think you painted a different picture of the guy, Roland.
Well, he's very passionate about his work, yes.
We didn't come here to dig up treasure for someone else.
I know it's not the most direct way to get to Lyria, but it's better than nothing.
Why did it have to be Dolly Island, though? Not to mention breaking the seal on the ruins. But if we don't take that risk... I suppose Zothba knows what he's doing.
What are you mumbling about? Come on! He said he's waiting at the port.
Okay, let me see if this is just the be ready check for another cutscene. Or I get no warning this time, and they're just like, "No, you're starting the next chapter."
I don't got all day.
I need a little more time.
I need a...
Fine. Talk.
All right. System save. Jace. Beautiful. Okay, well, that'll be it for today. It was fun. I really enjoyed today. It was very good. I think we're almost pinpoint halfway mark, I want to say. Won't take much more, I think. Maybe 2 or 3 sessions tops. Yeah, I know. I know, Joy. It went real quick. No problem, George. Thanks for throwing it my way, man. Thank you guys. Thanks, Neko. Thanks, Joy. But it's good. Tomorrow there's gonna be a stream earlier. It'll be I want to say it's either 10 or 11 a.m. MDT, Mountain Standard, or Mountain Daylights, rather. I'm going to be streaming Abiotic Factor with many friends. So that'll be fun. We'll be starting from scratch. I don't know how many streams of that we'll actually do, but I am going to play quite a bit of it. So we'll kind of see how things roll out. But if we do stream that consistently, it'll likely be on a Sunday. Yes, George. Yeah, pretty much my same streaming time, but tomorrow. We'll kind of see how it goes, and so on. I just I wanted to do something today. I was like, we didn't stream for very long, and part of me was kind of wanting to burn a little bit through Granblue. That way you guys can, because I do want to get through it. That way you guys can see the later content and so on. And we'll see kind of where it goes from there. For now. But I am going to... yeah, thanks for coming, Nico. Thank you guys for coming by. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. There's a lot of talking, so sometimes it can be a little slow. But, I mean, that's JRPGs. You got like 50% talking, 50% fighting. And then it kind of, depending on the one you're playing, it goes up or down. But I will say this. Yeah, probably rating James, Nico. But I will say this. There's some very cool boss fights coming up. In fact, Dolly Island is home to, I believe, probably if not my favorite, it's damn close. I would say top 3 in this game. So, look forward to that. These fights, I will say, I'm breezing through them because I am max level. Like, my character's all level 100, minus the 2 I was running around with at the tail end there. and I'm running it on highest difficulty, so it's like normally the game is not going to blow by like this. So just be aware of that if you decide to play Granblue yourself. And there will be times when you have to stop and make changes and stuff and boost stuff. There's like also an entire section of the game that's separate for side quests and stuff you'd be doing and whatnot. So, but I figured this is like a good way to just show you the story and all that stuff. And yeah, like I said, I hope you're enjoying it so far. We will be rating. Thanks, Joy. You know what? You too. I hope you do as well. And thank you for stopping by. We will be rating a good friend of mine. He's a voice actor in a bunch of video games, including Darktide. He is the voice of... I don't know how... I imagine pretty much everybody here knows, but just in case. He's a friend of mine. He is, among other voices, he voices the male Judge Zealot in Darktide. He has... What else? He voices... there's at least one other character. He voices... Yeah, Joy! Yeah, he's really cool. Yes, he voices 30... I can't remember the count, Echo. It's like 32 or 33 characters in Baldur's Gate 3. He is Megatron in the latest Transformers. There's a lot. He has quite the storied career. So I'm going to send you guys, yes, Lords of the Fallen, and he's got a lot of games coming up. Very careful about his NDA, but another thing to look forward to. So I'm going to send us over there. I hope you guys all have fun there, and I hope you all have a great night, day, weekend in general, and I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. I wish, Joy. Take her easy, y'all. Be nice to him. He's a young lad. If you want to give him a hard time, ask him about Ring Around the Rosies. Bye.